Yeah, let's give my camera a go. Okay, it's working with the. Jeez, I really should invest in a better cam. But anyway, we're back. This is like we're smashing out games. Holy, I'm just really motivated to play. Um, three ship list again, running Scum. Very similar to one we played earlier in the week. This one though, instead of having custom Dengar AAD Fen, we have AAD Dengar and custom Bobber. Sorry, Bobber, yeah. Dengar Bobber, those ones. You know, I said the wrong words, 100%. So look, I had an extra point. I was on a 49. I was on a 49 point list with the uh, AAD Bobber and custom Dengar. I do like custom Dengar more than AAD Dengar, but AAD get Dengar does have a lot of its and bitses, and especially with this R2G8 and a Fenrir, like I could do some really do some really good attack someone, strain them, then Fen takes a banger shot. So interesting build. I'm running Boba Fett with Composure, Savage, Contraband, Veteran Tail Gunner, and Slave One Separatist title. Um, I was gonna do the Child to get more bombs in the list, but I looked at it and I was like, okay, cool. Savage Press is pretty good. Realistically, both of my ships can be stressing each other, and if they're in the front, I could give Fen an extra focus, give Dengar an extra focus, just help them out a little bit, or I could keep Savage for myself. Veteran Talgon is just really good for a three ship list. I need to get more bonus attacks. And then Composure, if you fail a boost with Bobber, which can happen, Composure is great. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna go load into the game and then we'll see how it goes. You know what? I thought, why not just keep talking about this instead of just ignoring it while I do setup. So I just wanted to like just mention I've tested a couple of different lists out so far, mainly being three ship, four ship, and then one five ship. And I'm more impressed with four ships at the moment. Like last night, I threw the I flew the five ship list, which was the um uh, I can try, but probably sorry. Um. So yeah, sorry. What I was saying. Look, I'm really enjoying four ship lists at the moment. I just think they're better. My opponent's got a rebel list with a bunch of force. Ooh, Soka. Kinding. Kinding. I don't know what kinding is. What would you like? Okay, cool. Yeah, I did ask him. He did say yes, and then saying stuff about blur the dumb questions. But guys, there is no dumb questions in X Wing. If you have a question, ask a question. Like you don't know how something works, ask your opponent, or let your opponent know at the start. But yeah, so look, I'm really enjoying four ships at the moment. I think the last night playing that five ship list, like yeah, it was cool and all, but like realistically, like it's not really like it's like I could have changed Dal into a better ship. I could have changed to Pascal Kane into a better ship, a more expensive ship, have another heavy hitter in there, and it still probably would have performed as well. I probably could have changed to Pusk out and Dallin out for a, and then spread out the 19 points over the aces and still had Kanan plus three decent ships. But like, it's not necessarily like too bad. Um, yeah, like the five ship list worked. What happens? Look, it wasn't a bad list. It just was a little bit tricky to play with, if that makes sense. Just like especially against bombs. Like I'm surprised it ended the way it did, even though it didn't really end. My opponent might have to end up hosting if this gets really bad with the ping. But I mean, it's going to be the same way around for me. Um, no, don't. I don't have a VPN. Probably should. what I can do, check my updates. Update pause, update queued, update queued. Oh, Steam wouldn't be running. What am I doing? Epic Games, maybe? I'll take that off the screen. But yeah, look, I'm really interested to see how the meta shakes up because I'm seeing a lot of 4-ship lists. I'm seeing some 5-ship lists, but with like a 5-pointer. No, download was completed. Interesting. And then like my opponent has brought a 4-ship list. Looks really good actually. Ahsoka Tano with extreme maneuvers, proton rockets, munitions, failsafe. She gets to give extra actions out. Braylon Stram with proton cannons, cluster missiles. He is 10-point ship now. Nice. Ezra. No, but he has VTG to shoot front then back. Then Ezra Brizza of Hera, after you can execute red moves even more stress after you execute a red move. If you have 3 or more stress tokens, remove 1, take a damage. Veteran Tail Gunner, Contraband, Ablative, Night Brother, and Tristan Wren. Okay. He's just a passive, change a hit to crit on something. That's cool. Night Brother's great, Ablative's great to ignore the rocks. Levin Tenza, 10 points? 10 points. Marksmanship, proton rockets, munitions, failsafe. So he's gone for a lot of. Actually, want to boost or barrel. You can perform a red evade. Actually, interesting. Just roll. Yeah. Salvage, cool. Easy. Just want a couple of crates soon. Easy. Oh, I don't. Just gonna delete that one. Cool. Roll it away. Need my tools up. Cool. So he gets the first objective. I really hate putting these objectives here, by the way. I just find it really annoying to deal with. Let's go. I don't have anything to pick up early, and I'm not actually planning on picking anything up. So I'm just basically just going to say if you want to grab one, it's over here. Yeah. Let's have some music on there. This is nice with some music. Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, probably already said too much. 4-ship meta is cool. I actually think it's really nice. I think it's and also another thing, almost all of my games have come down to the wire. Like they've all been really, really close, which is just absolutely fantastic. I love games like that. I love games where, just wait, sorry. Let me check Dengar's side that I'm good at. I always forget left side. Yeah, I always like, how do you explain it? I always like a game where you have to try the whole way through. Like a game where you're always thinking about, hey, I need to figure out my win condition. Like my opponent's just right on my heels, they're about to catch up to me, or I need to catch up to my opponent. I love games like that. Games where you're thinking about everything. Games where like you have to like actively try and work your way back, especially if you're losing. Like those games are fun. I really enjoy those games. So with these new points, I have not had a game that isn't similar to that, and my camera is working, so that's beautiful. Even though my lights are off. Yeah. So he's got a couple of ways in. Let's just make it a little bit weird for him. And then it's like his whole list except for your whole list. Yeah, that's gonna be actually really good for me. So thinking about the start, Narkexi showed me a really good way to start. Dengar with AAD, which is using the synchronized handling. After you do a left turn, you get to recover the charge. Before you engage, you can spend a charge to gain calc. So, yeah. You spend 1 if you do decrease the difficulty. of the move after you execute a quiet signals loop. Do that, yeah, cool. Yeah, so I'm thinking I'm gonna start like sideways, coming just like in the center part, come around that center rock, make my way up at that angle right between um the gas and the rock, or I can just joust him. But I want him to come through the asteroid field because I know I know I can get through the asteroid field, right? Why are you starting with that up? You don't have to. Well, you defend, roll one fewer defense die. After you feel executed non-stationary, remove flip this card. Why do you have it up? Because then you can't rotate turn one, which is what I was assuming he was looking at doing. And he's got a bunch of proton rockets. Let's just do this, right? No reason not to, right? Just dodge a couple of protons. How's that looking? I think that's dodged it really well. Yeah, so I just got to joust him here, honestly. No, what it amounts to. Staying lost, I'll never know what it amounts to. Be my life, be my yellow TYG when you're down for a fellow. The smile in the face at the end of the day. MDMA, you can fly him away. Who'd know you could save my life? Who'd know you could fly my life? Could you tell, could you tell? Could you tell, could you tell, could you tell where my head was at when you found me? And you went to heaven, girl, just to find peace. Man, I thought I had everything. I was lonely. So the only one I really have to worry about is Proton Cannon and Cluster Missile. Braylon? Man, that's a nutty build. I really like it. I really, really like it. Honestly, I just go fast here and just put the pressure on straight away. There's no reason not to. I have a force up my sleeve with Boba. I'm actually going to put that out on him, just so we know. So how does this guy work? So R2G8. After we form an attack that hits, we can spend two of our once recurring charges to give him a strain. Enemy ship at 0 to 1 of the defender, so it doesn't actually have to be the same ship. I got no systems at all. Sorry, I just press space. It does that. Same. Okay, easy. Your whole list. Lovely. I wonder what he's gonna do with okay, baby, we're getting the shots in turn 1. Oh, I love it. Going to barrel roll. That most likely lines up the bullseye on Bubba, not Fen. Not Fen, but we get Bubba. So we just don't stay at range 2. And you're frustrating. So I think we actually have a shot between Dengar and him, which is absolutely fantastic. And then you do a 3 bank, 3 strain. Okay. I didn't think about that. Good barrel roll. That was a 3 straight there. After first game, you may choose a friendship of 1 to 2, spend 2 force, and should may perform an action even while stressed. So he's gonna do that. No? Yep. Spend 1 to boost? Why are you spending a force? Sorry. Why the force spend? Why the force spend? Supposed to be 2? 2 force or red boost. Yep, easy. Beautiful. So Boba Fett, 4 straights. Well, we have a force. Yeah, a little ouch. What do we do here? Fen could boost, or we could not, and just stay there. Actually, like staying there. Any start of engagement. Cool. Before Dengar engages, spend the charge to gain a calculate. Calc. Shoot. You 3 dice. And you'll be at 5. 5. Range 3 obstructed. We'll spend the calculate. Whoa! Ouch. Okay. Then MG9. R2G8. Sorry. R2G8. Spends that and gives you a strain. And Fen will shoot you for strain. Unfortunately, there's nothing. Just leave it at 0. That's all good. Misses. And then Soka gets her shot. Wow, that's such a whiff. Like, honestly, really good shot from Dengar, but what an absolute freaking whiff on old mate. Fen also perfectly dodged both those bullseyes. Range 3 on Fen. Yeah, always. 2v4. Good roll. We will spend the focus because the other guy isn't modded. Cool. And my 5. Range 3. So 3v4. Boba has nothing really. Wow, spend the force for 2 on a crit. Yeah. Who needs locks, guys? Who needs locks? You spend a force, yeah, because you don't worry about it. Cool. Done. Your guys, yeah. No shot there, so we need to go fast into him. No shot there either. I'm actually kind of happy about that, honestly. And then obviously that shot might actually end up hurting because it's a 3v4. Okay, just 1. Okay. Easy. There's 2. Cool. End phase. One of them comes back. That comes back. Get your force back. Unfortunately, I lined Dengar up to hit that rock there, which was very silly of me. I wasn't really thinking about it. So we either have to 1 straight, and if we 3 bank, we hit the rock. So we could actually fit a 2 straight in, I believe. It's very close. Let's go for it. I don't really want to be proton cannoned. It's a passive mod, especially when it already will have rerolls. Cat, are you scratching my like window blind? Sorry. Yeah, Cat was scratching the window blind. Weird. Look, honestly, good engage, like really, really good engagement. Um, honestly, I think we just two straight with Bobber. Actually, I kind of like the idea of four straighting and just slamming into him. Um, just for the sake of both Ahsoka and Levin don't have Bullseye lined up on Fen, and only one of them has Bullseye lined up on Bobber. So if we just slam in, we slam in. Honestly, could actually four straight and just switch fire. Or we could actually just four straight with Fen and then switch fire onto Braylon because that's where Dangar's going. Yes, correct. That's not a bad idea. Fen is pretty safe here. And I think he's just going to be one banking the big dog, Ezra. And Ezra doesn't have munitions. Actually, we got to be careful because he does have cluster missiles. So, yeah, but it's not really that bad. It's cool. I'm really liking his list. I think it's a really like it's a lot of low initiative, but I think it's really intuitive because you still have your Ahsoka coordinated initiative 5, which can help line up your protons, help line up your prockets, and he's also running multiple prockets, which I think is just cool. So how do we go wrong here? Boba and Fen both get blocked. Hopefully Fen gets blocked at range 1 of one of them. Hello, Felix. Oh, he's come here. No. Oh, he doesn't want to come. He just poked his head out. He's above my piece, my screen right now. He's a funny cat. Yeah. So, look, honestly, that was not bad considering because we both have both our locks left with um Bobber and Dengar, which is actually really good for just action economy in the future. Did you just swipe the dog who was sleeping, Cat? You're so evil. Hey, Coco. He's so evil. And now he's stolen the blanket. Wow. He's evil. He is so evil, Coco. My Felix, my cat, my black cat, he loves my. I've got a black fluffy blanket, and he loves it. And it's actually kind of annoying because he is the exact same color as the blanket, so he just melts into it. It's actually really like it's so cute because I sometimes come to my room and just not even realize he's on my bed, like laying on my blanket. It's just cool. I love him. He's a funny cat. Yes. Anyway, Dengar 4 straight should land. Should give us 3 sloop. Um, I would have liked to be a little bit more forward, but that rock is in a weird spot. Cool. I like that he's flipping the card just to, yeah. So all these guys. Again, his whole list. What is he doing? 3 straight? Ooh, lovely. That blocks Bobber's 4. Will not block Fen's 4 unless Ahsoka gets in the way. It's an interesting choice here he has to make. You trying to boost the block? Do I have any? Just fire spray, fang fire. We have the other one. Barrel rolls out cool. Some cards, yeah. Co-ord. Who's co-ording? Oh, okay, cool. Too hard co-order focus. Okay, lovely. He burrowed out with that guy, really? I get it, but I don't get it. It's fair though. It's not bad, it's not bad. He's definitely dodged Fenn's shot at least. Cool. And then a soaker as well. Too hard? Are you going all in? Stressful, yeah. 5 straight, bump. Nice. Hold on, Fenn. Okay. Claim the objective because it's free. So, I mean, no boosting now, but it's not bad. I got a force, I got a lock already. Jengar's doing a 2 straight. Definitely take a focus. Oops, Fender's a 4 straight. We could barrel roll or boost. Boosting gets in old mate's way. Let's just do a focus roll. And then we'll spend adaptive power stabilizers and take a deplete. Use adaptive power stabilizers for deplete over stress. Cool. Start of engagement phase. That's it, right? Okay. So my 6. Does he have anything? I don't think he does. We just roll whatever here, right? Just leave it at whatever. Oh, wow. Wow. Hey, you got the evade though, so it's only 3 shields. And then Fenn's got no shot. Your 6, 5 has no shot. So my 5 will shoot range 2 at Ahsoka. Oh, why did I take the Slave 1 title? I was supposed to take Indrastra for an extra reroll. Well, if I want to double tap, but I'm just using my rear arc. So this one here. Spend the lock. And we'll spend 1 force for 2. Well done. Out of it. Beautiful. I think it's really interesting debate. Oh, you know what I should have done there? I rerolled a hit I. I should have then used my Bubba reroll to reroll the I result that I didn't reroll in the first place. Because they're 2 separate rolls and I'm not rerolling the same dice. Yes. Didn't you want to shoot him? There's no point clustering here. You shoot a primary. Yeah. And I'm going to tap you back, which is great for me. Oh, it's 4 dice. 4 dice. 4 die. Beautiful. We'll spend our focus and take 2 shields and shoot you back. Yeah, that's an unfortunate thing. And that's another reason why I'm really liking Dengar in 4-ship meta, because it makes that extra shot even more worthwhile. It's a reroll. Stress. Reroll. You're stressed? Okay. Disable power regulator. Good thing is you're already engaged. Cool. 6, yeah. Good news is he should be able to get a lot more damage in here because he does have a range 1 with his Ezra ability on, which is just really strong. Definitely go for that one. It's the shot. That's really bad, eh? There's not really anything you can do there, right? Just the force. Takes 1 shield. Yeah, that's unfortunate. And then that'll be last shot of the round, so I've got a crate, so I get 4 hits. And then we can recover force, cover the last charge, cover that charge. Get rid of the focus. Yeah, so guess what Boba Fett's doing now? Man, I'm actually really pissed off I didn't pick up that trigger, and I picked it up after. I could have used, by the way, these cards are there. Maneuver cards. It's really good to show people the maneuver cards. You can spawn them in from there. It's not everyone because I think it's outdated, but there's also ones you can get that you just drop on a ship. He is the best. There's no doubt about it. Fenrir is the absolute best ship in the game. In my opinion, actually, I don't know how to. I actually think he is, honestly. I think AAD Fen is one of the best ships in the game. I think it's really well priced. I think it's really good luck mitigation for attacking and defending, especially when you play him really well into range 1 spots. I think he is the best ship in the game. And that's like, he's not the best chassis, because obviously Boba Fett in the fire spray here, this Boba Fett is a really good comparison. But I still think that Fen is the best. It's just really hard to compare. Like, it's really hard to compare Fen with other ships, because he's a monster. Like, he either just rolls well and he rolls bad and dies, or he plays perfectly and does well. I really love this, using the thingamajiggy to flip over the what's it called? Flipping over the ship so you actually get an idea of what you're actually shooting or where you're going. I think it's a great, excellent choice. Excellent things to do. Look, I think the 4K from Dengar is the no-brainer. The 2 hard from Fen's a no-brainer. 1 hard from Bob is a no-brainer. And we just chase down Braylon. Braylon is not disabled power regulator because he got that after he engaged, but before he finished his engagement. Extreme maneuvers, Ahsoka. Ooh, Ahsoka can 2 hard and then 1 hard and then focus. Sorry, 2 hard. Yeah. It's interesting. And then unfortunately, Levin's kind of screwed here. Look, that's another thing that I need to talk about, because I'm loving the 4-ship meta, but 4-ship meta is only good with high initiatives, right? Because if you get a list like mine where I'm running three I5s and 6s who are all tanky and all deal a bunch of damage, and potentially Bubba's getting 2 shots off. If you're running lower than initiative 5, you're getting absolutely demolished. Um, and I think that's just how the game's gonna be. I don't think there's any way to change that. So those three. Yep. Go for it. 2, take a bank boost left. 100%. Another thing, I'm really happy I picked up the crate because now he doesn't get that option. It's actually really nutty. It's really nice. Honestly, you either barrel roll out. Oh no, you can't fit that. He didn't flip his boost over either. That's a really weird spot. Lock? Maybe he's thinking I might have Bubba's arc in there. Contraband on Ezra. Okay. I don't think you have to. Do you? You don't if you're not rotating, you can keep the wings down. Yeah, because it's just, yeah, then you're still to agility. Oh, cool. Claim. Lovely. There's a little box for him. Yeah, beautiful. Ah, yes. After your non-blue maneuver, if you're stressed, you may spend 2. Gain focus or an evade. Oh, that's a nutty turn, honestly. Wow. Crate and a focus. Wow. And then you're doing it too hard, right? Oh, wow, okay. 2 bank. That's iffy. That's 3 dice. That's an auto damage and 2 die rolls, so he survives. And then friendly bump. So 1 damage from rock. Then roll 1, which was a focus. Then roll another for friendly bump. Yeah, because then, yeah. He's got 1 more dice to roll. Because it's a friendly bump as well. That's going to be 1 more damage, yeah. Cool. Not you, Bubba. Well, we will be taking a lock with Bubba. A little bit grim. Yeah. He was stuck. Soka. So what do you do here? You could focus and spend all 3 of your force for a tight 1 and grab a focus for your proton. So grab it's for a tight 1 extreme maneuvers. Because I don't think you can extreme maneuvers. Oh no, yeah, you can extreme maneuvers. Yeah, you can extreme maneuvers your boost. So is she gonna pick herself or just go for the normal? Yeah. It's another thing. His list is really dependent on bullseyes. Spend 1 to do the hard one. Yep, lovely. Cool. And that's a stress as well. Stress. Then fenders are too hard. Focus boost forward, or we could bank it. What's the advantage of banking it here? Not really much, we just focus strength. Yep. And then final shoot range 1 on Ezra. Oh, you know what? I should have shot Dengar first. At least he's stressed. Man. That's crazy. Wow, Fen. Well, that's it, yeah. That's it. Who needs mods, man? Right? So, no more crate. So, that'll be taking rid of 1 hit. So, it's 2 shields and 2 crits. Damaged engine. And a loose stabilizer. Wow. And then I'll just steal that crate and chuck it over here. Unfortunately. We'll shoot the same target. 3 dice. Yeah. Yeah, so my opponent's getting dice, guys. Wow. I actually feel really bad. I actually feel really, really bad. This is horrible. Eight. Wow, okay. And then my 5 also gets a shot. It's just gonna be Braylon. So 3v2 for Braylon. So it'll be Braylon. Yeah, man. That's pretty pass. Oh, he could actually get out of it. He gets his rerolls. Ah, man, that's so close. Just get him as well, because he only got 4 hull. And it was a direct as well, so it's 4, 5 more. Yeah. Nice. Oh no, Braylon's 12 points, not 10. 6 more. He doesn't have Hopeful. His shot back at least. He's got the shots. It's 4 on no matter what. Both rolling 4. Fen, okay, lovely. Go for it. Well, we got the focus. But you get rid of the focus for the next shot. Range 1, lovely. You got no bad crits? Nah. Go for it. You got a force. Or a focus. Concordia. Yeah. That's really okay. Man, these dice are crazy. Yeah. Actually, let's have a look. I want to see this. Yeah, +4 and then average for greens. Wow. I've rolled 5 more crits than expected. Wow. Just wow. Yeah. Yeah, man. Honestly, it was just... I did some ballsy moves, and the dice gave me everything I wanted. Yeah, 28 to 0. Like, that's horrible. Because, like, even here, right? Fen knows he's gonna be able to too hard. Baba can one bank or one straight. Honestly, I don't mind if Dengar takes a bump here. Because he can't too hard with that guy. He has to do a 2 bank, right? Or a 1 bank. What does that big ship have? 1 bank or a 2 bank. And he can't too hard or 3 hard because of damaged engine. And then, I mean, if you're straighting, you're going on a rock, right? So his only option is the 2 bank. Which then puts him in the way of the Soaker, which actually works better because only 5 straights and just strays friendly enemy bumps but friendly overlap. Friendly bump but enemy overlap. Or maybe just outshoots it. But like, man. Honestly, this should have been a Indrastra to give me an extra reroll out the ass. That way I have some more outs when I get to run away. Which I can chuck on. Not Indrastra, Marauder, that's the one I want. Gives you a free reroll when you shoot out your butt. So, yeah. It's just a tricky game. Like, it's just really tricky, and especially with the crate pickup on Bobber, and then Leven not being able to get an out, like just being stuck in the corner. To be fair, barrel rolling was the wrong call, but it's minuscule. One more time. I feel bad for my opponent because these dice are just tilting. Yep, so those two. Yeah, you force back, yep. You only spent 1 because you did the stressful one. Do you barrel roll there or do you focus? You can always coordinate a barrel roll after. 1 bank does shoot over the rock, very nice. Yep. Oh, Bubba. Do I stress reinforce? Yeah, we got multiple shots potentially coming in there. Ooh, nice. Wow, okay. So that lock's there. That lock's gone. Spray them. So yeah, we just take a focus. Yeah. I do not know. Don't know, man. I for sure. That's oh man. It's just yeah. This is just tilt on tilt for him. I feel really bad because there's not really much you can do here. 4 and Fen's just rolling like fuck me, man. That's he's just rolling blanks, man. It's just and that's 5, so that's gonna be the rest of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's just him gone, right? Loose stabilizer should have been another damage as well, so he's definitely gone. Yeah. Dengar can shoot range 1. Spend the lock from turn 1. And then spend that focus. Oh, man, that was a nuts. Oh, nice. Nice. But that's still half. It's gonna be 6. And then half of Ezra is 8. Yeah. I mean, the dice. At least she's not dead yet, right? But yeah, anyway. Range 0. Just roll whatever. Just a range 0, like. You don't shoot Dengar here, no matter what you do. You do not shoot Dengar. Okay, we're shooting Dengar. With the procket, yeah, nah, go for it. You gotta procket. Gotta get some half points in there, right? Oh, this one didn't roll. One die didn't roll. This one. Yeah. Better. Lovely. Yeah, and predictive shot is 9 points. That's a hit crit. Sorry, crit and crit is a hull breach. That's gonna be 5 out of 10, so you're up 7. And then I will shoot you. Yeah. One hit. Don't blank out. Oh no! Oh man, that's so. Oh man, what a way to go out. Oh man, that's. Oh, that's crazy. This is crazy, man. That's hilarious. That's not hilarious. That's. Oh, this is crazy, man. Best dice. Dice in a while for me. Can't wait for it to go. It's a bottom out next game. Yeah. GG, man. Tough dice. Yeah, look, honestly, it's just I have like dice aside, I have so much high initiative, and he made 2 bad calls. Yeah, it's tricky, right? It's tricky, because the procket is great, but only a one-off. Maybe an instinctive aim and concussions or mag pulse could work better. Because it's not like he wasn't. Look, it's only 4 rounds, and it's just really tough to deal with. GG catcher. Yeah, look, that's a really rough game. I feel for him. I've had games. I've had games where it goes exactly like that. You just do nothing, and it's just so defeating. It's so difficult to deal with. But let's look at these dice just to see just how bad it was. So my red dice, which were average 1 turn ago, turned into positive 3.2. I had plus 3.4 crits. I had plus 1 hit. I had -2 eyes, -1 blank. So that's a +3. It's really good dice, right? My green dice were 22 with +1 evade, just half over eye, -1 blank, which is really, really good. And my opponent's green dice, he rolled 13 eyes on, which was about expected. He rolled -4.5 eye results. So 13 evades, -4.5 of eye results, and then +5, like four to five blank results. Then his red dice he only rolled 11 actual hits on his 24 dice. But remember, at the same time, unfortunately, he's running a 4-ship list which doesn't have banger shots, doesn't have a lot of double tapping, doesn't have high initiative. Like he got run over. I just ran straight over him in the first engage. Right. Let's look at even the first engage. Like you cannot. Like I understand what he did by doing the 4 straights on his end, but you cannot rush into a joust when one of your biggest pieces, your tanky damage soaking ship, is not in the fight. And then even especially when you're playing for B-Wing and a B-Wing and a Gauntlet. Like the Gauntlet's actually relatively fast, right? It got here by first engage and just missed the shot on Dengar by like a centimeter, if that. So for first engage, like, yeah, that was great for positioning, but you needed to create a jousting block. When you're running a 4-ship list against a 3-ship list and you know they have aces, you need to protect everything. Nothing can be left on their own. You need a jousting block. He needed to set up Ezra in the corner here. Well, actually, no. He needed to set up Ezra here and then take all the ships here. Because this is the best path. Okay, let me just remove these lines. That's the best path for Ezra, right? The best path for Ezra is exactly what he did. Go 4 straight, then bank into the center, or do a 3 straight, bank into the center. That's his 100% best path. That's his best positioning, which he did perfectly. He set it up perfectly, and he played that really well. Unfortunately, though, he chose to put all of his small ships on the other side of the board. And yes, Ahsoka is great. Yes, you can bring the Gauntlet in to coordinate, but it didn't work with how he played it. He played fast. He played fast and aggressive. And then I also was like, okay, cool. Well, I know for a fact I have more firepower than you. I know for a fact I'm going to be shooting before you with more shots. I know for a fact I have more passive mods than you. I'm going to be taking locks turn 1 and taking focuses and shooting you with everything I've got. And potentially that's a ship dead. Unfortunately, the strain was wasted on Ahsoka with Fen rolling nothing. But yeah, like it's just one of those things, right? When you're making, if you ever watch this back, Cleverson, you can't joust my list. You cannot joust my list. You cannot make Dengar your main target. Your main target's Boba Fett. If you come across this list, your main target is either get all your guns on Dengar and take him out in one turn, or get him almost dead in one turn, or you go zoom in on Boba Fett. He's initiative 5. He's actually not super maneuverable. He is great with his rerolls. He's great with Asajj. He's got veteran tail gunner, but like, come on, if you zoom in on him and shoot him enough, it's like Dengar. He'll die eventually. Like he's got more passive mods, but man, he will die eventually. And look, I didn't really play Dengar very well. With his speaking of, not I didn't play him well. I played him well, but I didn't play synchronized console right. Obviously, just with the setup, I chose to take the Joust because the Joust, he offered me ships. I'm gonna launch up the board, get a better positioning than him, pull it in, which was great. And unfortunately, I think what my opponent's thinking is, hey, let's go fast so that way we can get in there and proc it. But Procket's range 1 to 2. So you're better off doing a 2 straight and 2 straight everyone, so that way Braylon's still with the ships, because Braylon was out of the first fight. So was Ezra. So you can play Ezra exactly how you did. You can play Braylon exactly how you did, but Ahsoka and Levin both need to slow play with them and then have everyone together for the shooting, because you either need to, like I said before, capitalize on Dengar or capitalize on Boba Fett, or potentially catch Fen in a bad spot, but you're not going to be able to do that, I don't think. just with your low initiatives, Fenn's always gonna. I'm always putting him in a good spot. So look, it wasn't. Look, it's great because you have learned, right? If you're assessing this game, you have learned. Hey, this is what I don't do against this list, and I'm gonna tell you now. This list is a good list, and I will not be surprised if a lot of people start taking it. This is a really strong scum list. This is insanely good, and like just like it's just the synergy works well, right? Dengar's a big ship in the center that you chuck somewhere and say, hey, if you shoot him, he's gonna shoot you back. Most likely, I'm gonna be killing something. And then Bubba's a get in there, mess everyone up, get to try and bump everyone, just get inside the thing, get your free rerolls, have your Savage oppressed to help your friendlies if you need, have your veteran tail gunner if you can position it to get it, beautiful, go for it. If not, run away. You have a rear arc, like run away and reinforce. You have okay blue maneuvers, like all the straights and the banks, right? Like, and then Fenn's just okay. I'm gonna be in there and shoot you. Like, it's just I think list works really well because you have 2 initiative 6s. You have a lot of firepower. You have so many passive mods: Fearless, Concordia, the synchronized console, R2G8. You have your second tap. You have your punishing one for your third die. You have your starboard thrusters to help you get more blue maneuvers if you end up stressed with those one too hard. You have Bubba who gets into range 1 and says, okay, cool, I'm gonna just have as many rerolls as I really need with a free passive force that comes back every turn and potentially double tapping. Like, when you look at this list and you actually just look at it's like, oh, a 3-ship list against a 4-ship list, but I've got 1 5-dice shot, I've got potentially 2 3-dice shots, and I've got potentially 2 3-dice shots. And that's not including range 1, because that goes up to 8 at range 1. That goes up to 8 at range 1 if you end up getting that 7 or 8. And then for each of them, you're having, okay, if I position it right, I'm always going to be converting 1 to a hit, or if I'm defending, I'm always going to be converting 1 to an evade. And then I've also got Beskar for damage mitigation. I've got adaptive power stabilizers to help you. I did that there because I was debating doing a 2 Talon next turn. I've got adaptive power stabilizers to help me mitigate my stress. I've got synchronized console to help me get my free calculate back, which works basically the same as a force. I've got starboard thrusters that help me with my bank maneuvers. I can give out a strain, so that way if I shoot you and I hit you with 1 damage, I can say, cool, take a strain. Fenn, take a range 1 shot against a strange ship. Like, and then it's just, man, it's just there's so many things I can say about this list. It's just strong, right? It is really strong. It is so strong. I love it. I think it's absolutely perfect, right? It's absolutely perfect for a scum list and a 3-ship list. It has so much firepower. It's got so much damage potential. It has so much passive mods in there. Like, it's just good. Like, and especially if I actually take the Marauder title instead of Slave 1, it's just really, really good. Yeah, I can't say anything more about it. It's just a great list, man. It's just really, really good. Yeah, I love it. But yeah, look, it was an interesting game. Really, really bad dice from my opponent, but I made a lot of really good strategic decisions in there. When he did have bad dice. What I am interested about is this one here. Instead of barrel rolling, if I boosted there, I'm still not shooting old mate. And then for that positioning, Dengar was finished the 4K there. For that positioning, it actually works worse because Fenn's doing the too hard and the boost that way. Actually, that works pretty much the same, doesn't it? That's exactly where I would have been with... Is that exactly where I would have been? Sorry, this is really interesting to me. What do I do? Instead of boosting, I barrel rolled forward. And then I two-hearted and boosted. No, it's not exactly where I would have been. This one worked out better because then I got to two-hard and take the range 1. So I have one whole base. Literally one whole base to the side with doing the barrel roll and the two-hard boost, which is really cool. But yeah, look, it was good. It look that was a well flown game from me. Just shows some of the strengths of the list, especially against a lower initiative list. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I very much liked it. That was great. Anyway, catch you next time. And the camera worked. Yay!